Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 30 hours of Karting Campillos here in Andalusia, Spain. We have 3 hours and 51 minutes remaining. Welcome back on board. This will be a 2-hour broadcast. Then we will take a short 45-minute break, and then we'll be back for the last hour of this race, as well as all the celebrations and the podium ceremonies afterwards. You are looking at the reigning and defending champions on your screen now. Team number 1, Paquete's drivers, and they continue to lead this race by over a lap over the MRK Lions team. However, their advantage in reality is much greater because the Paquete's drivers have made 24 of their 30 pit stops. MRK Lions have made only 23 pit stops. Mold Racing, Nicholas Kruger, back behind the wheel. They have made 25 pit stops, but they are 5 laps behind this team. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that on Saturday afternoon, which seems so long ago now, the number 1 team were issued a 2-minute penalty for exceeding the maximum individual driver stint time. They miscalculated by 37 seconds, and it cost them a 2-minute penalty, and yet they have still managed to come back through the field. They took the lead just after the halfway point of the race last night, in the early hours of this morning, and they have pretty much maintained that lead for the last, 11 hours. They have dominated the second half of this race. They've completed 1,069 laps. And, they are over a lap. In fact, they are a lap and a half in front of the Belgian MRK Lions team. And now behind the wheel of the number 1 kart at the moment is German Sanchez. He shares that with John Del Valle, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello, and Juan Sanchez. Behind the wheel of the second place kart is Kenneth Nasons at the moment. He shares that with Louise Brown, Jules Van Hula, and Benjamin Kivers. Nicholas Kruger from Mold Racing is on board along with Octavian Lungu, Andre Boom, and Maurice Chirovic. Icing Auto Racing Pro run 4th at the moment. Jesper Madsen, Sofus Hansen, Johan Lund, and Christian Jessen are behind the wheel, are the team drivers of that kart. And then in 5th position, EscoretteKart.com, Alejandro Lancho driving that kart at the moment, along with Jorge Garcia, Diego Ruiz, and Fernando Zammit. BKRT Red are running in 6th position. The Asphalt Knights are in 7th position. They have slipped away a little bit. They've done 26 pit stops, but they are now realistically in a battle for 3rd position with MRK Lions. Track Limits by Storm are in 8th place, along with then it's the MRT Frickus Boys team. Now, the MRT Frickus Boys team, they are the leading Masters team. Those are the 10 teams in this race, where the youngest driver must be no younger than 30, and the average age of the drivers must be 40 years old or above. However, they have been assessed a 2-minute penalty. Now, they were given a 10-second penalty for pushing and overtaking, so making contact and overtaking, and then that subsequent pit stop, they forgot to take that 10-second penalty, and they were then issued a 2-minute penalty, which they have not taken yet. Now, they're in 9th position. They're 8 laps behind the leaders, but they are 4 laps in front of the second place Masters team, which continues to be Bennett Karts. Now, Kevin Goldbach is behind the wheel of the number 45 Bennett Kart entry. And that 2-minute penalty, well, the MRT Frickies boys outfit will still be leading, but their advantage will not be as comfortable by any stretch of the imagination as we move into the final 3 hours and 45 minutes of this race. So, on your screens at the moment, crossing the start-finish line, those group of karts heading off into turn number 1. It's very bright sunshine here in Campillos in Spain, and you're looking at the, well, let's have a little look because we can, now I think that is the 22 kart at the back of the pack. That is the BKRT red team. Justine Strauven behind the wheel. She is running in 5th position at the moment. And Strauven, she is just 8 seconds behind the number 17 kart in the battle for 4th position. Now, escuderia.com, they have completed 24 pit stops. BKRT have only done 23, so it's a bit of a false reading. However, Strauven will be trying her best to deal with the slower traffic around her and get up to the number 17 kart. Now, here's another battle pack on track. Leading the way is the number 29 kart there on your screen in the blue and white race suit. That is Northwest Karting. They are currently the best of the 3 British teams in the event. James Miller is behind the wheel. They're 36th overall, and they are only 9/10 of a second in front of kart number 3, Go-Kart Ciudad Quesada. So you're looking at a battle for position on circuit. So the number 29 kart just ahead of the number 3 machine as we go up the hill through turns 3 and 4 towards the hairpin at turn number 5. Miller leading now. Where is the number 3 kart? Well, there's the number 3 kart with a black race suit. So Ciudad Quesada have got to pass 3 other drivers, 3 slower lapped, 3 other teams to get to kart 29. And at this stage in the race, there's a move down into the hairpin just in front of the Ciudad Quesada team, and that's the number 16 team, I think, making a move to go ahead of, that was Harama Fan Endurance. Chovtrans Frenicart are also in that battle, but Go-Kart Ciudad Quesada chasing Northwest Karting. Every position counts here. In fact, Northwest Karting James Miller losing another place there on track. They've got 1 kart between them and the chasing Ciudad Quesada team. So even though this is only the 36th position, then every position counts. Every position counts indeed. Now, so let's take you around a lap here. This is turns 2 and 3, going up the hill, flat out through turn number 4. Hard on the brakes for turn number 5. Downhill, this technical complex, turn 6. And now turn 7 on the power. uphill to the very top of the circuit, turn number 8. Get the power back on nice and early for the very fast descent downhill through turn 9, flat out right-hander. And now another flat out right kink. Then hard the brakes with a left-hand hairpin at the bottom of the hill at turn number 11, up the infield straight towards another 180-degree hairpin at turn number 12. Going uphill now into the final sector. Take an early apex through turn number 13. Let the kart run out nice and wide around turn 14. Downhill now towards turn number 15. Hard on the brakes once again. And get the kart back on the power as early as possible. Set yourself up through turn number 16 for the best straight line run as possible out of the final corner at turn 17 onto another lap. That's one lap of this 1580 meter Campillos circuit. You're watching this coverage on the KartCenter Campillos YouTube channel. You can also go to the KartCenter Campillos Facebook page and Instagram feed to see a number of reels and photos from this event, more of which will be published as the race comes to its conclusion, and indeed after the event itself, as now James Miller watching this battle. He's behind the number 44 kart on track. That's the Icing Racing Old Boys. And even though Miller is catching the Icing Racing Old Boys, the Icing Racing Old Boys, Rene Jensen behind the wheel, they're actually in front of them on the race, 30th position overall. But Northwest Karting, in this battle of the British teams, they're only one lap in front of HRS, who have made 27 of their 30 pit stops. So the more pit stops you've made at this point in the race, the better. You have to do 30 pit stops. Each pit stop has to be 2 minutes in length. So as we watch Miller up the hill, gives you some idea of the gradient changes here at Campillos. The cliff face behind the circuit is pretty mammoth. The restaurant at the top of the hill, it's a wonderful view of the entire vicinity from the restaurant, which has been open since about 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Most of the track staff here have been on duty for well over 24 hours without a break. The marshals have obviously been rotated so that the marshals are awake. But yeah, this is not just an endurance race for the drivers, it's an endurance race for everybody involved in this event, one way or another, on track, off track, behind the camera crew for WFR Live TV. They're working on about 3 hours sleep, as is the commentary team. Chris Jimenez will be joining me back in the commentary box very shortly. She is out doing social media reels for the circuit. 3.5 hours to go. We will go back to the pit lane area and have a final chat with some of the drivers to get out and about in the paddock. But as we watch this now, Ciudad Quesada, go-kart Ciudad Quesada, they are still got one machine between them. That's the Icing Racing Old Boys, but now they get alongside, and little gesticulation there going up the hill. That failed passing attempt cost them both ground. So the driver for Ciudad Quesada, who is at the moment, let's have a little look who is behind the wheel of that kart. It is Jose Luis Sanchez Flor. So Jose Luis Sanchez Flor is behind the wheel of the number 3 kart at the moment. This is the closest battle for any position on track at the moment. And even though it's for 36th position, it is very, very important to the teams involved. Don't come all this way not to race as hard as you can. Now, on the front of your screen there, the blue race suit, there is the BRKT TT. There's Mold Racing. Now, is that the number 10 kart or the 11 kart with the luminous yellow race suit going across the start-finish line now? I will look. It is that was the number 11 team, the Mold Racing Sport team. They're down in 26th position. And they are in a battle for, 25th, 26th, and 27th. Mold Racing Sport, KRT Black, and WRW Sport. They're all battling. So 3 of these teams battling for position. 22nd, 26th, 27th, and 28th. Is that right? 25th, 26th, and 27th. The number 19 team, OKT Racing, then the number 11, then number 21. So 19, 11, and 21, they're the 3 teams battling for position. There's the number 19 team, the orange stripes down the side of his driver's race suit. They are in 25th position. The bright yellow race suit, they're now down in 27th because the BKRT Black team have just made the move and passed Mold Racing Sport. So that is Jason Hoyao behind the wheel for BKRT Black. Who's behind the wheel? Jan Tangerman is behind the wheel of the number 11 kart at the moment, and Wesley Goebbels is behind the wheel of the number 19 team. As there is Wesley, there is the number 21 kart making another move. Let's have a little look again. Who was that? That was, Jason Hoyo. And Hoyo now has his sights set on the orange sleeves and the black body of the race suit for OKT Racing. There's OKT Racing, the second kart on your screen, coming down the hill into turn number 11. And Hoyo closing in. Mold Racing Sport are still at the back of this train of karts. So Hoyo has made the move and is making his way through traffic better than his rivals at the moment. So this is the fight on your screens for 25th position. As Wesley Goebbels comes around turn number 15 into turn number 16, and Hoyo for BKRT Black is closing in all the while. Mold Racing Sport still at the back of that gaggle of karts. Now, OKT need to get past this driver with the red race suit. Not quite sure which team that is. It is the number 15 team. Well, that'll be tricky because the Harama Fan Racing team, they're running in 13th place overall. Of course, with so many different drivers for each team, every team has at least 4 drivers. Quite a few have 5, some have 6, and 2 teams even have 7 drivers, trying to lighten the load on the how much of a toll this takes on man and machine. But the 21 kart still trying to close in. Now, I haven't seen the number 41 team pit yet. Have they pitted? Not yet. They will be taking their penalty very shortly. The number 24 team have also been issued a penalty. They left the pit box after 1 minute and 59 seconds. So that 1 second mistake is going to cost them 30 seconds at their next pit stop. And that's the WRW Sport team. from Belarus, who are down in 33rd position. Now, the battle between Northwest Karting and Go-Karts Quesada, that has been resolved because Northwest Karting have come in to make their 27th pit stop. Now, a team that has made the most pit stops out of everybody is actually the 39th place team, HRS, Horner Racing Services. So, they are 39th at the moment. There are 3.5 hours of this race remaining, and they only have to make 2 more pit stops, although that is going to be pretty much bang on the money, because you have to make 1 hour and 15 minutes between each stop. So they're only going to be back in the pits twice more, I would say. Let's have a little look. So if HRS are in 39th place at the moment, they're 26 laps off the lead. They're going to gain a good 3 or 4 places in pit strategy, if not more, depending on how their drivers do. Joseph Yao getting into the HRS kart at the moment. Now, the battle for 25th position is still being held by OKT Racing. In fact, they've managed to get a little bit of a breathing space between themselves and the BKRT Black team. There's a look at the number 7 kart on our screens. We'll pick up some of the drivers as we can. Only small numbers in the front of these karts. That is the number 20 on the black crash helmet. Get a better look next time around. There's number 32 kart at the front, the first of these two machines. This is the 32 kart. That is the Never Racing Gladiators, the NRG team from Russia. They are currently 20th with Kirill Shamoshkin behind the wheel. Very young team, the NRG team. They're obviously using this as a test session for future years. But Paquette's drivers, well, 1,083 laps they have completed. 3 hours and 28 minutes remaining. We're going to see a flurry of late stops. Kenneth Nason, so the MRK Lions team, they've got to make 7 more pit stops inside the last 3.5 hours. And of course, each driver must do a minimum of 15 minutes between each pit stop. So you can't just get in, go around, do a lap, come back in, go out, do another lap, come back in. No, the minimum driving time per stint is 15 minutes. Maximum is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So as we follow down to the bottom of the hill, blue race suit, that will be, well, have a look as they come around with the white crash helmet on. You can see the radio wire. That would be the number 41 team. So the MRT Frickus Boys team in kart number 41. They are still 9th, half a minute behind track limits by Storm, and 30 seconds in front of the Burro 11 Need for Speed team. Now, earlier on, we did have 6 different nations in the top 6 positions. Spain, currently Belgium, Denmark, Spain also in 4th, then Portugal, Moldova, Belgium, and France. And I have to say, the Asphalt Knights, they were looking very strong earlier. Now, they've made 2 more pit stops than the Paquettes drivers, but they are 6 laps down in 5th position. Forget the halfway point of this race, we had 6 teams on the lead lap. 6 teams on the lead lap, and now we have 6 laps covering the top 6 teams. Just goes to show how dominant the Paquetes drivers have been in the second half of this race. They don't, however, have the fastest lap of the race. The fastest lap of the race belongs to MRK Lions, 1 minute 23.317. And not quite sure who did that lap time for the MRK Lions, but very, very impressive indeed. Icing Auto Racing Pro in 5th place. There's a move on track as the number 21 team, that's the second of the BKRT teams, the BKRT Black team. Jason Hoyle continuing his pursuit of Wesley Goebbels. Although Goebbels is there, and Goebbels running wide, trying to pass the number 25 kart, and he's saying, look, get in behind me, the Go-Kart San Bernardo team. And Goebbels said, no, I need some space, get behind me and push me, I'm being chased here. There is the driver doing the chasing. First kart on your screen. So Goebbels, head down, trying to pull away now from the, is that the number 12? That's actually the number 26 kart he's passed. That's the Pig Ventolera team. Yes, who are very naughty back in the paddock. They've got a stuffed pig, which has been doing unspeakable things down in the paddock. But Goebbels now trying to run and hide. Never thought I'd say that in karting. Here we go, you learn something new every day. Have you said anything about Goebbels being on the gas? No, can't say that. In trouble. Really. Now, the number 27 kart. That is the white and blue race suit. That's the Titan Racing team. Titan Racing, just looking at the inside, well, they're not last. They're 44th at the moment. They are 37 laps behind the leaders. They're 6 laps behind the team in 43rd position, Vasparat. But they do have an 18-lap advantage over Amelia Racing, who are 45th and propping up the rear of the field, as it were. Now, the Paquetes drivers continue to extend their advantage. Their advantage is getting even bigger as we speak, because the MRK Lions are in the pit lane area. There is a view of the pit lane area. And they're the very hard-working KartCenter Campillos team who have been keeping energy levels up. Earlier on you saw they were doing the Macarena, getting drivers involved, just keeping spirits up. What is an incredibly grueling event, mentally and physically. I have to say there are 60 go-karts here. Each team uses a different go-kart for every stint, so pretty much very unlikely that any team will get the same go-kart twice during the course of this event. We've had a total of 2 minor mechanical issues and 1 yellow flag incident with a driver spinning and crashing through some barriers. Driver was absolutely fine, kart was absolutely fine. So when you consider that we have been now racing for 20 and a half hours. No, what am I talking about? We've been racing for 26 and a half hours. You can tell I'm tired as well. 26 and a half hours, 45 teams, 2 minor mechanical failures and 1 driver-related failure. And that tells you an awful lot about the standard of preparation that has been put into this race. Every single one of the go-karts we're using was stripped back to the chassis, rebuilt bolt by bolt, engines rebuilt bolt by bolt in the 3 weeks leading up to this event. It has been a monumental task to put this event on, and KartCenter Campillos have been rewarded with a record-breaking turnout of teams, more live coverage than we've ever had before, and great weather and a fantastic spirit of competition down in the pits of the paddock area. So the 41 team are in the pits now. So MRT Frickus boys, they are in the pits now, and they will have to serve their 2-minute penalty coming right up. We're going to take a very short break as we look at the pit lane action. So maybe we'll keep our eyes in the middle of the pit lane, and once I have found a receptacle of sugary drink, I'll be back very shortly as you watch the continuing cascade of karts in and out of the pits as this incredible, wonderful event enters its final stages. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There's a brief look at what WFR Live TV do and also what you can do here at the circuit. Now, 3 hours and 10 minutes remaining, and the Paquetes drivers lead by 3 laps now that MRK Lions have made their 24th pit stop. MRK Lions, in turn, are 3 laps in front of escuderakart.com. Then it is the Danish team Icing Auto Racing Pro in 4th position with 25 pit stops made. BKRT Red have made 24 pit stops. They're 5th, but making 27 pit stops now. The Asphalt Knights. So the battle for second place is between Asphalt Knights and in Kart 2 and Mold Racing in Kart 10. They are separated by 45 seconds, and into that mix you can put MRK Lions as well, but Paquetes drivers have to make another 6 pit stops. Asphalt Knights and Mold Racing only have to make another 3. Now, we spoke about the MRT Frickus boys. They have made their pit stop with their time penalty, and they are now only 1 lap in front of Bennett Karts. In fact, they are on track with Bennett Karts. The 41 team and the 45 team separated by just 1 lap. Now, the lead has changed. Okay, the second half of the race, it hasn't, but for the first half of the race, we had a number of different race leaders. But in Masters, the 41 team, the defending champions, have led since lap number 1. They have led the class for 1,087 laps. And now, with just 3 hours to go, they find themselves only 1 lap in front of their nearest competition, Bennett Karts, after that costly 2-minute penalty. So while you watch the karts circulate, we will go back down into the pit area for the final time in this 30-hour endurance to speak to teams, drivers, personalities to get a flavour of this event and see if spirits are still as high 27 hours in as they were at 10 a.m. yesterday morning when this marathon began. We'll be back down in the pits very shortly.
He wants to make it.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So you're now down here in the pit lane. This is the hub of activity. This is the dummy grid area for other racing. Behind us, this is where all the driver changes take place. 3 hours to go, just under 3 hours, still lots can happen.
Pues sí, nos encontramos de nuevo en esta zona, en el pit lane, para ver un poco cómo es el ambiente de nuevo aquí abajo. Los conductores siguen haciendo sus últimos relevos. Quedan prácticamente menos de 3 horas para terminar esta Endurance Race. Todo puede seguir cambiando, así que vamos a ver qué tal, cómo se da la cosa aquí abajo.
Now, let's go. First of all, we've talked about the staff here at KartCenter Campillos. Without the staff, you cannot run this event. We want to just talk to the owner of KartCenter Campillos, Martin Roivers. Martin, first of all, you've been up for a long time. What would you like to say, not only about your drivers, but more importantly about your team here working?
Well, first of all, thanks everybody, not just our team, just all the teams to be here. Without them, we would not have the event. So we have to start with them, and once the teams are here, we need our team to make it work. So, of course, we are proud of them. All of them are up for almost 36 hours now because we started earlier, including all of us, and they are still doing a great job. So 3 hours left. We had small issues, mechanical failures that have been solved, so everything is running fine.
Now, between the track staff, the marshals, the restaurant staff, the cleaners, the mechanics, how many people have you got working this weekend for this event?
That's a good question.
Over 50, I would imagine.
I would say so, yeah. I would say so.
And most of them haven't been to bed since Friday night.
Well, some have been resting. Some of them could not call on, but we work like a team, so one man falls down, other man will support it and keep going. So I'm proud of them. It's not easy to go, and especially with the adrenaline. And when the sun comes out, it gets hard.
Yeah, it's hard as well. I mean, this is a test of endurance, not just for the drivers, but for everybody involved. You can still hear them cheering and shouting and clapping.
Yeah, what we always try to do is to keep the spirit, the happiness, have fun, and of course it keeps you awake when you're having fun. If everybody just head down, and we will not survive.
You've got to have fun, but let's admit, to do this you have to be a little bit crazy.
That's why you're in karting.
That's why we're in karting. Now, I wonder, let's go and speak to some of your team members who really would be embarrassed to be on camera. You can now pick on one of your staff members, so Chris could go and interview them, and who would be really embarrassed.
I think we should take the only lady that's in the pits, no?
I think we should. Chris, the only lady who's in the pits who's also called Chris. So Chris, let's go over and meet Chris.
Bueno, para los que estáis escuchándonos en habla hispana, él es Martin, el dueño de KartCenter, el cabeza de todo esto que ha montado este fin de semana y lleva montando durante 6 años. Nos explicaba que hay más de 50 personas aproximadamente trabajando por aquí y que el ambiente es increíble. Tiene que haber un ambiente muy familiar para que estos chicos que llevan trabajando muy intensamente esta semana, pero sobre todo el último mes para preparar todo esto, sigan con este sprint de última hora de estas 30 horas de carrera con este ambiente tan felices, animando a los competidores, de risas, bailando. O sea, tienes una gran familia montada aquí, Martín. Así que queríamos darte las gracias porque hemos disfrutado en casa también viéndolos a ellos animar a los competidores y los competidores lo agradecen.
Bueno, eso es el espíritu, lo que decía antes en inglés, ¿no? El espíritu de mantenernos despiertos, sobre todo divertirnos, uno apoyarse al otro, tener el espíritu de diversión, tanto con los pilotos como nosotros. Nosotros nos divertimos igualmente que los pilotos desde aquí, viendo cómo disfrutan, cómo compiten. Si no
se mantiene el espíritu arriba, es contagioso, y por eso cuando estábamos arriba viéndolo, y creo que en casa pasa lo mismo, queríamos bajar a hablar con ellos y a divertirnos también, porque es trabajo duro, pero se ve que lo pasan bien y están muy felices aquí.
Fue lo que decía Henry, ¿no? Que quería entrevistar uno del grupo en el boxe solo tenemos una chica que es Cristina, la más pro del grupo. O sea que si quieres hablar un ratito con ella, es la imagen del box. Sí.
Pues Martín, muchísimas gracias y vamos a ir a por Cristina, a esa chica entre hombres aquí que maneja bien la parte mecánica, este pit lane. Vamos a hablar con ella a ver qué nos cuenta.
Right, let's have a little look for Christina now. She may... here we go. So I thought she'd heard her name and scarpered, but we will close in on her. Oh... Yeah. Sí.
Cristina nos está diciendo que no quiere hablar, pero por supuesto. A ver, Cristina, estamos hablando de que hay un ambiente espectacular aquí, que la gente no solamente está trabajando durante la carrera, sino la semana previa y el mes previo. Y Martín ha hecho mucho hincapié en ese ambiente familiar y ese trabajo que tenéis aquí. Así que cuéntanos un poquito de tu papel entre tantos hombres y cómo lo llevas viviendo este fin de semana.
Bueno, es complicado porque estamos muy cansados, llevamos 7-8 días sin descansar, que se dice pronto, pero la verdad que tengo un equipo muy bueno que me hace que me sienta como en casa y aunque sea hombre, ellos me tratan como si fuera una más, o sea que hay igualdad para todos y la verdad que bastante bien.
Así es, el ejemplo de ello es que aquí está Cris dando el callo como una más. Evidentemente, claro, nosotros decimos la prueba de resistencia de los pilotos, pero prueba de resistencia auténtica la que estáis haciendo vosotros durante toda la semana.
Totalmente, porque no solo son las 30 horas que hacemos como tal, sino nosotros ahora cuando termine la carrera tenemos que desordenar todo, organizarlo, guardarlo, o sea, son unas 36 horas más o menos, o sea que es complicado.
Recordamos que, por ejemplo, el martes vuelve a abrir el karting para recibir a toda la gente que quiera pues unirse a los kart, participar, probarlos, venir con sus amigos, divertirse y todo debe estar listo. Hay un paddock entero que desmontar, muchos karts que revisar y eso es trabajo de ellos.
Sí, totalmente. Ahora tenemos que guardar todos los karts, preparar todos los traspondes, limpiarlos, todo.
Bueno, 3 horas para finalizar, pero creo que seguís aquí divirtiéndoos con los bailes, con la fiesta y la guasa que tenéis abajo, ¿verdad?
Sí, porque es muy importante el ambiente laboral y sobre todo llevarnos bien, yo creo.
Lo hemos visto.
Now, we know we called you for the interview,
okay.
but we'll let you get your own back a little bit. Now, we have seen all the pit crew dancing and doing the Macarena. I think because you did the interview, you've now got our permission to shout and get all the pit crew up there to do a little dance for us on camera, and you don't have to do it. Okay. You can tell them to do it. So you can, in your biggest shouting voice now, andale up here, and we'll get them all to do the Macarena, and you don't have to.
No, not me.
No, exactly. So if you go and tell them all, bring them all up here, and then they can dance for the camera, okay. And you can stand back.
Okay, I call.
Okay, so you go and do that. Bring them up here, and we will see because It's better down here, so we'll go down here.
Henry es un liante y ha visto antes a los mecánicos bailar la Macarena y él no se quiere ir de Karting Campillos sin bailar la Macarena también.
Sí, so Cristina...
Vamos a seguir a Cristina, venga, vamos.
She's getting them all together.
Vamos a ver que nos lía aquí Cristina con sus compañeros. Ya lo hemos visto antes. Hasta los pequeños han estado bailando. Jeremy y Hugo, que son bastante conocidos aquí dentro del karting. Miradlo, ya suena. Si es que...
here we go. Right. Oh, Chris. Here we go. Come on now. Yeah.
Venga, ahora sí, ahora es el momento que os están viendo desde casa.
We've been doing this. Hey. They've gone all shy. They've gone all shy on camera. Ready, here we go.
Carlos, vamos a bailar un poquito la Macarena.
Right. We can do this.
Tenemos aquí a nuestro cámara pendiente con el live. Nos están viendo en directo. Habéis salido antes. No es la primera vez que os van a ver. Así que enseñadnos cómo bailáis la Macarena por aquí.
Okay.
Que sé cuando venga el piloto, le bailamos al piloto.
Amigos, tiene truco.
Okay, we're gonna wait.
Viene uno.
We got a driver coming in as well.
Bueno, en casa.
Here we go. Oh, come on. Hey, let's go, you.
Me van a tener que enseñar el bailadillo mucho tiempo sin hacerlo.
There we go.
Vaya guasa se traen aquí, vaya guasa se traen los mecánicos y el staff de Karting Campillos.
Okay, fun time over, back to work. Muchas gracias, thank you to the team.
Gracias, chicos. Bueno, como veis, la guasa es mayúscula. Es la forma que tienen de seguir animando, pues después de 30 horas de duro trabajo, una semana entera, como nos contaba Cristina. Ahí llegan más pilotos a ese pit stop en la pit lane. Y bueno, el ambiente genial, ¿verdad? Brutal. Ahí tenemos a nuestros pilotos saliendo.
There we go. Well, I tell you what, let's head back up and speak to some of the drivers. But what an atmosphere, you know. 30 hours and more they've been awake and still smiling. So all these guys and girls, here we go.
El ambiente aquí es brutal, miradlo cómo va.
You have to be crazy to do this sport.
I want to stay with this family all the years, please. Marty, call us.
Hey, KartCenter Campillos, it's a good place to work. You can tell that by the smiles on everyone's faces. Okay, should we go and speak to some drivers?
Vamos a hablar con algunos de los conductores. Seguimos. Vamos, Luis, por aquí. ¿Vas a volver a hacer brazo hoy domingo?
Now, on the track, Paquete's drivers still lead by 3 laps. The MRK Lions, the driver didn't want to do the Macarena with everybody, but they're in second place. Escudelecart.com are still third, and then Track Limits by Storm, Mold Racing, but the order is changing behind the leader all the time as teams now try to get through their allotment of 30 pit stops. Right.
Pues sí, quedan todavía algunas pit stop por hacer. La cosa puede cambiar. Henry nos ha estado explicando cómo está ahora mismo ese podium, esa clasificación de 3, pero obviamente quedan 3 horitas que van a dar para mucho. Los cambios están siendo en riguroso directo constantes, así que vamos a ver si buscamos algunos de estos pilotos que nos puedan contar un poquito más sobre lo que están viviendo ellos ahora aquí.
Yeah, so here we go, right then. So thank you very much. That's the last look we'll see of our crew here in the pits that have been servicing these karts. Like Martin Roiver said, 2 technical breakdowns in the last, 27 hours. And there are some drivers waiting to get into the kart. Now,
mira, ahí están también con muy buen estilo bailando nuestro amigo británico.
There's our friend Alex over here,
sí,
waiting to get in.
Alex nos saluda porque es pues nuestro showman de aquí, nuestro driver por excelencia.
Now, Alex is very good. Now, that is the flag of, is that not the Seychelles or Guyana?
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I met an Olympic swimmer from St. Vincent and the Grenadines earlier this year.
I didn't know we had swimmers.
Well, there's plenty of water around St. Vincent, so pretty much,
There is luckily plenty of beaches.
Now, you're in one of the teams that you're in the battle for the best of Britain, which is you're about to get in the go-kart.
I'll get it. I think I'm coming in about 30 seconds.
Okay, all right.
Ahí está reclamando a nuestro amigo.
I'll see you once I'm first.
Bye-bye. We're causing chaos down here now. There we go. Alex, now he gets in his car. Easy to spot. Bright big crash helmets. But yeah. Alex Wentworth.
Es un profesional porque aunque estén llamándolo para el kart, él sí o sí nos cuenta, nos transmite cuáles son sus sensaciones antes de seguir. ¡Qué crack!
Alex would do... Oh, hang on. Your visor up. Alex would do an interview. If you sat on the side of his kart as he went round, he would still want to do an interview with Alex.
Un profesional.
He does have to remember to put his gloves on. Right, let's... so there he goes. He marks his wristband and he'll now wait.
Ahora están en ese
Still
stop and go, tiene tiempo para salir, ahí le marcan ese minuto que le queda todavía a nuestro amigo Alex, así que tiempo de ponerse los guantes. Muy importante, los guantes son necesarios porque en caso contrario puede caerles una penalización a nuestros chicos.
And he's still talking. Whether he's talking to himself or he's talking to there, he's still talking. We'll wait to see Northwest Karting go out, and then we'll scuttle into the pits and speak to some drivers.
Sigue bailando, sigue mirando hacia atrás de vez en cuando, esperando, pues eso, salir en las cámaras bien guapo. 2 minutos para salir. Hay que tener en cuenta que deben cumplir religiosamente esos 2 minutos, no bajar de ni un segundo, porque si no, en caso contrario, pueden recibir penalización. Ahí va, 2 minutos clavados.
2 minutes and 2 minutes 3 seconds. So there's no one in the pits. So what we'll need to do, we'll need to get us through there safely. We need to get Luis through there safely as well. So come on, Luis, come this way. We'll open the door for you. Open the gate. Right.
Hay que tener mucho cuidado por aquí porque estamos en esa zona donde los karts están a punto de salir y tenemos que tener cuidado de no interferir en el camino.
And we'll lock the gate as well. Through there, right. Of course, it's not just the drivers, but this lady by here, she's been keeping the crew. She's hiding. Look, she's already going to hide. Hugo Paget's mum. Let's go and hide.
Pues sí, tenemos aquí una de las trabajadoras también de KartCenter. Lleva todo el fin de semana con nosotros, pues escuchándonos pedir cositas, echando un ratito de charla con nosotros y decir que es la madre de Hugo, uno de los pilotos estrellas también de Karting Campillos. El hijo tiene una guasa que no vea, el marido que lo he conocido por allá adentro también, y la madre se hace ahora la vergonzosa, pero tiene arte, familia de artistas aquí.
So in español, you say, right, what have we got in here? Water, we've got lots of agua, we've got lots of cold agua, we've got plenty of coffee with leche. How, in español, what is this event like?
¿Cómo vives el evento tú desde aquí?
Go on, are you proud, pleased, happy? Happy?
Contenta, sí.
Sí, puede. Nosotros estamos aquí siendo un evento bilingüe que Henry está retransmitiendo en inglés. Yo intento hacerlo un poquito en español, así que puedes explayarte en español sin ningún tipo de problema para los chicos que nos están viendo desde casa. No te pongas vergonzosa, mujer. Cuéntanos, ¿lo estáis viviendo pues con energía, con ánimo? ¿Veis a la gente feliz?
Sí, muy contenta. Sí.
Hugo lo está disfrutando, ¿verdad? Tus hijos están por aquí también pululando para arriba, para abajo y felices, ¿verdad?
Sí, feliz.
Bueno, antes nos contaba, no tenía muchas ganas de hablar porque pobrecita la hemos pillado aquí por banda de imprevisto, pero antes podíamos ver, creo que lo habéis dejado grabado en el directo, a Hugo, que es uno de sus pequeños, que es un experto piloto en karting también, al que le han hecho una fila adentro mientras recibían los coches, bailando, y es que es el alma, el espíritu de la fiesta aquí en Karting Campillos. Seguramente si nos cruzamos con él os lo presentaremos porque ese sí que tiene cuerda para dar y regalar.
But I know she's very, very embarrassed. This lady's son, Hugo, he is the Spanish national Minimax champion. And later this year, little Hugo, who is running around somewhere, will represent Español in the Rotax Grand Finals, yes?
Yes. Sí, yes.
Sanos.
Sanos.
And we'll do lots more interviews like this together.
Okay.
¿No quieres hacer más entrevistas como esta, verdad?
No. Okay, ciao, goodbye.
Bueno, Henry nos contaba, pues eso, un poquito más en detalle, que Hugo va a ser uno de esos representantes españoles que vamos a tener representando a España en el Rotax, ¿verdad? En Italia. Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo. Now, over here is our pole-sitting driver. We need to speak to the team that are leading the race, I think. The Paquetes drivers team over here. They're waiting. I was going to serve them a drink.
Sí, nos están dejando una bonita imagen aquí con este fondo tan espectacular que han preparado los chicos de Karting Campillo. Ahí tenemos a los compañeros de Paquetes Driver que están liderando ahora mismo, muy tranquilos, muy relajados, porque saben que han hecho muy buen trabajo este fin de semana. Bueno, chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? ¿Aquí tomando un poquito el sol?
De maravilla. Sí.
¿Contentos con vuestro resultado? Imagino que sí, ¿no?
Sí, la verdad es que sí. Bueno, como ya han visto todo el mundo la sanción que tuvimos, pues bueno, hemos tenido que remar un poco a contracorriente. Pero bueno, hemos sabido anteponernos a esa sanción, hemos seguido tirando, nunca hemos tirado la toalla y nada, ahí está la recompensa también.
Ha sido pues increíble veros dentro de la pista, incluso con esta sanción, como recordamos 2 minutos de penalización y aún así han ido remontando durante estas 30 horas hasta ponerse de nuevo en cabeza e ir sacando ventaja a sus adversarios. Ayer imagino que la moral se vino un poquito abajo con esa penalización, pero supisteis capotearla.
Sí, claro, efectivamente. A ver, cuando te ponen una sanción así, cuando eres uno de los equipos favoritos, pues hombre, obviamente te trastoca mucho los planes. Pero bueno, como se dice en inglés, head down y vamos para adelante y vamos a recuperar esos 2 minutos como sea. Y la verdad es que los recuperamos antes de lo que pensábamos. Sabíamos que, hombre, lo podíamos hacer, pero no tan pronto. Así que eso también nos ha dado un poquito de tranquilidad para pensar un poquito en la estrategia y seguir aumentando la diferencia.
Now, I was going to ask John, when we had the switch of direction, they were in second position and you were about 30 karts back in traffic and it took you about 10 minutes to get through. What was that like, cutting through traffic, because you've been used to driving one way and then suddenly everyone's driving the other way? How did you manage to get through all those karts without getting into trouble?
Yeah, obviously you need to know yourself, how you overtake, how you can do the corners faster to overtake all these people. 30 karts is a lot of karts. I think we get the P1 on the row before the pit. Then it's really hard to do it because in this direction it's a little bit hard to overtake, but we handle well. Then it's nice to do it.
Now, 2.5 hours to go, 4-lap lead. Any racing driver will tell you they will never think, yes, we've got this in the bag until they see the checkered flag, because you've already had 1 2-minute penalty. You've got to now be very careful that you can only lose this race from this point in, can't you?
Yeah, we always trying to do the perfect pit stops and the perfect out lap and perfect in lap, because there is a lot of seconds. You can gain 2-3 seconds per pit stop. And obviously we have a lot of luck with the karts. We get some good karts during the night. And it was really nice to go fast. Obviously, I think I had like 2 or 3 stints 1 second faster than anyone. Then obviously it's really nice to do it, and it's really enjoyable. Then it's pretty nice, yeah.
So actually, Alejandro is in the pits now. So their teammate is now currently in the pits. You're going to have to do 4 more pit stops in 2.5 hours. So lots of short stints now.
Yeah, we are just, if the kart is good, we probably just make more minutes on track. If the kart is bad, we replace it fast and to the end, to the race.
No problems, there we go. Well, good luck. There are leaders, 3 members of our leading team, or a couple of members of our leading team, but John Del Valle.
Thank you.
Bueno, lo tienen todo controlado aquí nuestros chicos de Paquete Drivers. Vamos a seguir conociendo un poco más lo que queda aquí dentro del paddock, dentro de las tiendas. Como veis, nada está decidido. Hay muchas estrategias a seguir. Hay que conocer muy bien al equipo, cada uno que pueda hacer, conocer muy bien el trazado que deben seguir y sobre todo aprovechar esos pit stop para hacerlo de la forma más eficiente posible. Ya se ha visto que incluso con penalización, incluso estando bastante atrás, son capaces de recortar segundos y ponerse de nuevo líderes en la parrilla. Así que muy buen trabajo, Paquetes Cap.
Yeah, it's they've led now for the last 13 hours of this race. Every once in a while, they'll be, they'll make a pit stop and, other teams would have taken over temporarily. But really, it's now been 13 hours straight since they've headed this field. They've left themselves a 4-lap gap. So even if they've got a bad kart, they can just come in, make another pit stop. They've broken the spirit of the opposition.
Pues sí, siguen con el espíritu bien arriba.
A toasty. Oh, I'm on
Very nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah,
We were speaking about how...
Made in Spain by a Portuguese. It's not always you find this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, we were just mentioning how, like, Paquete's drivers now, they have got this commanding advantage. Yeah. They haven't broken your spirits, but it's, you know, they can only lose this race now.
Let me be totally honest. When you see Paquetes coming, you can only be hopeful to be second down, you understand? So it's okay. If they miss something, we are there. We hope to be there. But it's very hard. I mean, they are the guys who knows the track the best, so...
But your team led for a good 3 hours during the yesterday evening, and you've actually, let's have a little look. So at the moment, Asphalt Nights, they're running 7th overall, but you only have 2 more pit stops to make. So are you still looking for a podium, a top 3?
It's very tight. Right now it's MRK, they are second. We are third, but Mold Racing is coming on our toes, so... They will catch us in no time. Let's see. I mean, it's still 2.5 hours to go.
2.5 hours to go.
Yeah. Sí, 2 horas, 2 horas.
2 horas y pico, ¿no?
Sí.
Pues ya veremos. Hope is the last thing to die, right?
That's correct, yes.
We are very hopeful we can still make it to the podium. Let's see.
We live in hope. There we go.
Yeah.
A good attitude to have. Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Enjoy your cheese and ham toasty.
Are you sure you don't want some?
No, it's okay for us. Maybe Henry?
Come by later. We have lots of toast.
Obrigado.
At this point, anything that we eat, it makes us go to sleep. Any food makes us sleep. But there's Asphalt Nights.
Bueno, estábamos ahí hablando con Asphalt Night, que están haciendo también un trabajo increíble en este circuito. Preguntaba a Henry, pues, cómo ven ellos ese podium, cómo ven ellos esa clasificación. Y honestamente decía Asphalt Night que viendo a los chicos de Paquetes Cup saben perfectamente que es muy difícil alcanzar el liderazgo de este circuito. No obstante, están muy contentos con lo que han venido haciendo, no pierden la esperanza porque solamente les quedan 2 pit stop, 2 paradas.
Two to go, for Asphalt Nights.
Para terminar. Y eso significa que pueden todavía remontar en esa clasificación, que seguro lo van a hacer. Tienen a los chicos de Moldavia ahí pisándoles los talones, pero muy posiblemente van a remontar. Ya lo veremos. Quedan 2 horas y media. Mucho por delante todavía.
Now, they mentioned that they think that they're 3rd overall. They're 7th on track, 3rd overall. But they were saying that this team number 10, Mold Racing, were chasing them down. Now, at the moment, Mold Racing are in P3 on track, but they've only made 27 pit stops, so they've got 3 pit stops to go. I was wondering if we'll speak to Octavian Lungu. Here we go. Here's Jan from the Moldova Sport, the Mold Racing Sport team. This is a gentleman. You didn't do any racing yesterday until the changeover, did you?
Because I'm a little bit heavy, so the uphill is not
big boned.
Big bones, yes, of course.
I'm the same.
Yeah, fair play.
So explain to the viewers why it is better for the bigger boned drivers to run clockwise.
Because you're coming down the finish line and then you go up the hill with full speed. On the anti-clockwise, you have to brake nearly full and then go up the hill. That's not the best for the heavy bones.
For big bones, that's correct. You've been looking at the track layouts, you know, the way the drivers take the track. Have you been surprised of how fast these karts are going, especially downhill and through there? Is that taken you by surprise?
Pues sí, un poquito, porque en el momento en el que han hecho los chicos el cambio de horario, nos venía aquí explicando Henry que, por ejemplo, los chicos de Mold Racing Sport han aprovechado este hombretón que tenemos aquí al lado para coger el circuito antihorario y poder coger algo de velocidad, perdón, al revés, el circuito a favor de la hora para coger esa curva que tienen, esa recta, para tener más velocidad. Bueno, es aprovechar al final las ventajas o desventajas que pueda tener el equipo entre sus integrantes y de esa forma marcar una estrategia.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you too.
No problems at all. So on course for a podium potentially, Octavian Lungu. You guys, you are down in
26,
20, at the moment you are, let's have a look. 30th.
Oh, because of the changes, or?
30th, but you have made 27 pit stops, so it's 30 P30.
Okay, perfect.
Now, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Go and have and rest your big bones.
Thank you.
Now, we were talking about what do the teams do to relax? Well, there's obviously lots of energy drinks. There's the French have obviously got a charcuterie board.
Bueno, estoy viendo, Henry, I'm looking
yes, I
right
know.
now,
Yes.
just in front of me.
Yes, I can see.
The best thing that I've seen in this camp base.
A thing of beauty.
Una pata de jamón. O sea, ¿en serio os habéis traído una pata de jamón?
The Germans.
The German people has arrived with them.
And is this an Iberico ham?
Yes, it is.
Of course.
An Iberico ham.
Muy bien, very good.
Honor for us.
Now, I have to say that Greaser Racing? Greaser Racing. They're down in 39th position at the moment.
Sorry for that.
That doesn't matter. The buffet is on you guys. The best food in the paddock.
Yes, of course. We are in Spain, and what else?
Exactly, you know.
Enjoying the race, having a time with the friends, relaxing, and they very come.
Try to drive karting outside in October in Germany.
Yes,
not a good
right.
idea.
Thank you.
Whoa. Hang on a second. I'm nowhere near as polite as you are. There we go. This is perfect. So this is Iberico ham.
Dankeschön.
Oh.
Best or not?
I want to give thanks to that pig's mother. Is that the pig from Pig Ventalora?
Puede ser.
Is that the ham? Yeah.
Los chicos de Alemania, Grease Racing, están disfrutando, creo que han dicho que van en el puesto 30, in the
39th.
39. Bueno.
Aiming for a top.
Starting on 7, but there we have some trouble.
Bueno, ahí van, pero no importa la clasificación que tienen, porque la verdad es que se lo están pasando muy bien. Otro motivo más para venir a las 30 horas de Karting Campillos. Esto da para mucho, incluso para aprovechar el momento, traerse una pata de jamón aquí al campamento y disfrutar de la gastronomía española entre amigos.
There we go.
Yes,
There we go. Well, thank you very much. And if anyone's a bit peckish...
From Campillos, of course.
Hombre, por supuesto. De aquí.
Anywhere.
Autóctono de la zona, la pata de jamón.
There we go. Thank you very much. If anyone in the paddock is a little bit peckish at the end of the race, come and see the Germans.
Momento maravilloso, vamos. No se me va a olvidar aquí cómo se lo montan los amigos.
I'm glad that you spotted it, because I spotted it and I was about to tell Luis hang on, we got some good food here, but then your Spanish eyes...
Yes, of course. Me está diciendo que no se hubiera dado cuenta, obviamente, yo, como buena española, yo voy a lo bueno. Me estaba viendo el jamón desde lejos, me estaba llamando.
It's been great. Now, we're moving up through the thing. We haven't spoken to Morocco's H3 Racing. However, the MRK Lions team, that is a very, very bright race suit.
The Belgian guys, los chicos de Bélgica que están haciendo una carrera increíble, van en la segunda posición, second place ahora mismo.
They are currently in P2, yes. With Kenneth Nason's behind the wheel. Now, the last time we popped by this team, Benjamin Kivers has disappeared. He was asleep the last time. However,
ha aprovechado Benjamin para salir corriendo, yo creo, cuando nos ha visto.
Hiding in the van.
Se ha escondido.
OKT Racing. I don't think we've spoken to OKT. Have we? We'll
creo que no hemos hablado con este otro equipo de Alemania.
19. Now, we saw them out on circuit battling with the Belgians. We saw them out on circuit battling for about 25th position a few minutes ago. Come this way, sir. This is the team of Justine Strauven, Simon Strauven. Who are we, sir?
No, this is not.
No, wrong team. But that's PAKT. How are you, sir?
Really nice.
The camera's by there.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. We'll come in here and have a little chat. Now, we'll move over this side, but everything's going good.
Yeah, everything is nice. It's the first time here, and we like it, and it's. First time 30 hours, so the 6 hours extra are really really heavy now. It's really hot, but it's a nice experience for the first time.
No problem at all. Good luck.
We like it. Thank you.
Sorry, this way. Now we're not going near the.
Bueno, seguimos por aquí, por las tiendas. Estamos viendo al resto de los equipos. Vamos a ver con quién podemos hablar ahora.
They were running in OKT Racing let's have a little look there, 27th position.
Están los chicos de OKT en la posición 27. Vamos a seguir por aquí a ver a quién encontramos. Henry,
yes.
What about Moroccan guys? Where are them?
The Moroccan guys, they seem to have escaped us, yes, again.
Creo que están ahí, justo ahí delante.
H3, no, this is there we are. They're just behind now. They mainly got French drivers, but we're trying to. This is the quietest that Northwest Karting has been because Alex is in the go-kart, so everyone else is having a bit of a downtime and a bit of a breather.
Justo habíamos visto antes salir a Alex y ya acaba de llegar aquí. Bueno, ¿es Alex? No estoy seguro.
Alex is out there.
Alex está
Everyone
allí.
is
Está
chilling.
preparándose su compañero para hacer el cambio.
They're already thinking about bringing him off. They realise that he can talk quickly, but they're not quite sure how quickly he can drive. Here are our Moroccan team. Let's have a chat. You got one driver, come this way. Now, H3 Racing, they are currently, let's find, where are you in the race? Sir, 22nd position. Now, what's your name?
Vladimir Bruno.
So this is Vladimir Bruno. Your Vladimir is sharing the kart with Luis Roques, Claude Barrier, Olivier Bruno, and who else is in the team? Olivier Bruno, Vladimir Bruno,
Jules Padieu.
Jules Padieu.
Me and Louis Roch.
Louis something or other. There we go. Are you in?
¿Hablas en español?
Oh.
French only.
Okay, well, so you.
A little bit English.
A little bit English. Well, in a little petit English. You're one of the youngest teams here. How old are you?
14.
So you're 14. So Vladimir Bruno is the youngest driver in the race. How are you finding how tough this race is?
Yeah, it's cool. I have two incidents. My kart broken through.
Your kart had a technical. So this is one of the two technical problems. It was Vladimir was behind the wheel, but we're still fighting for a. Well, you've made 25 pit stops, so a top 20 position would be a bit tough.
25 position.
Top 25.
Van a estar en el top 20. Vladimir tiene tan solo 14 años, es uno de los pilotos más jóvenes de nuestro circuito de este fin de semana. Es increíble el trabajo que han hecho también, la verdad.
Okay, well, for a little petit English, this is very, very good. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
No problems. Right.
Thank you.
Now,
Merci.
it doesn't look like Ukraine are going to be on the podium. Buro 11 Need for Speed. They did lead the race very briefly. They've now dropped to 10th place overall. But they have made 10th place overall. They've made 28 pit stops. In fact, they just made their 28th pit stop. So they could be moving up. Now, I've got to say, this young lad by here, he's got the right idea, hasn't he?
Bueno, como decimos, aquí estaban los chicos de Buro 11, ellos son los ucranianos. Aquí están con toda la familia, el pequeño pues disfrutando la carrera, relajado en su hamaca con sus cositas. Han estado liderando durante mucho tiempo también ese top 10 nuestros compañeros. Solamente les quedan 2 pit stop para finalizar la carrera. Ahora están en la posición número 10. En la posición número 10. Todavía no se sabe qué va a pasar. Como decíamos antes, esto puede cambiar porque ya queda poquito. Pero han hecho un trabajo espectacular, la verdad.
The other two teams, Need for Speed 7J and the Need for Speed the Need for Speed Legends, they are 31st and 32nd, but they're only separated by 16 seconds. So let's bring one of the drivers up here. Now, which team are you driving for?
Legends.
You're the Legends. So you guys are 16 seconds behind 7J.
Yes.
So is there going to be a bit of a fight now?
Yeah, why not? It's interesting.
It is interesting. Your team have done 26 pit stops, but they've done 28.
Yeah, and then it's not going to be a fight,
Yeah. They're going to get it. But, you're still trying to get into the top 30?
Well, we will try. We're going to fight before our pit stops.
You're going to fight? Yeah. Have a fight. Have a fight on track now before.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. Good luck. Have you enjoyed this experience?
I guess so. We have kids here, we have juice, we have some sort of beds. So
how many hours have you slept since yesterday morning?
I guess each driver slept at least 4.
Lucky you.
Yeah. At least 4.
Mm-hmm. How much has that young man slept?
Oh, I guess he's much more, like around 12, 16, I don't know.
Absolutely no idea that there's a race going on. We got a sun lounger, it's hot, you've got your iPad. I'm assuming he's playing something like Minions or Fortnite, or I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know also. Like every 5-minute new game.
That's happiness for you. That's happiness. Why grow up? Why grow old?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, see. I don't know what he's playing, but he's doing quite well at it.
Aquí nuestros pequeños también se divierten mientras sus padres están en la pista, jugando también, diría yo. Cada uno a su juego, pero ellos son felices, no se están enterando de ese estrés que se vive dentro de los teams, dentro de los equipos. Están felices disfrutando de este maravilloso día, del solecito, de descansar en familia. Seguro que están creando recuerdos maravillosos. Otro motivo más para los que venía a Kart en Campillo, porque puedes venirte con toda tu familia y aquí se lo pasa bien todo el mundo.
A perfect event for the whole family, even the ones that don't care about the go-karting. Let's move over. There are our friends at Amelia. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Good luck.
There are our friends at the Amelia Racing team, but we've spoken to them. KK Racing, it's their first time here. They're in 42nd position. The Chovtrans Friend Kart team, I don't think we've spoken to our only team from the Czech Republic.
I think so. Creo que no hemos hablado con ellos.
Okay,
Tenemos ahí a los compañeros de la República Checa. Este equipo, creo que con ellos todavía no hemos hablado. Vamos a ver si tenemos alguno de sus miembros. Creo que están ahí comiendo, descansando. No sé si los vamos a pillar.
How long have we got, by the way, before we have to say goodbye?
Creo que quedan 14 minutos.
We've got 40. We've still got 40 minutes to go. Right, well, there we are. Ares Racing. We definitely haven't spoken to. Well, we'll speak to We'll speak to the Czech Republic, and we'll speak to Switzerland.
Vamos a intentarlo. Vamos a ver si podemos hablar aquí con el compañero que está descansando, comiendo. Seguramente tiene a sus compañeros en pista, está esperando, pero vamos a pillarlo por aquí. Hola.
So this man is wearing a very old Tony Kart race suit. It's a Tony Kart race suit. It's still a Sparco Tony Kart race suit. Has it brought you good luck? I'll tell you what. Well, I tell you what. One of our other Czech friends, come this way, sir. So, all the way from the Czech Republic. How are you finding this race? Oh, we'll move out there. We got someone's vest there.
At first, my English is very, very poor.
Very poor. But it's your English is better than my Slavic.
No, you'll see.
Are you enjoying this experience?
We are here third time.
Okay.
And last year, this year, we enjoying 100%.
Okay, more enjoying more than ever. Yes.
Yeah.
Does the weather help, or is the team going faster?
You know, last year, 23, it was rain.
Yes.
In qualification and start.
Yes.
It was worse. This year is perfect. All is perfect.
Because. Yeah. You know, people are out there sleeping in deck chairs, walking around no shirt, getting a tan.
girls.
Yeah. And you are running 30th overall.
Yes,
P30, you've made 27 pit stops, so you are in a bit of a battle trying to chase down Mold Racing Sport, is that right? Team 11.
Yeah, it was our mistake. One of our this guy, it's maybe a little bit lazy and pit 3 minutes at horrible situation.
So you had a 3-minute penalty because
No, penalty.
Oh no, he sat in the pits for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, he probably just dozed off in the go-kart. It's a long race, so that has cost you, but still having a good time, even though it doesn't always go your way.
Yes, we enjoying it. So we hope next year we will hear, and we will see you.
Yes.
And we will maybe
not let a driver fall asleep in the pits and go out on time.
We know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Bye.
Bueno, nos contaban los compañeros de República Checa que están ahí librando esa batalla con los Mold Racing Sport. Han cometido un pequeño fallito que ha sido quedarse pues un poquito lentos en el pit stop, han perdido tiempo ahí y eso les ha penalizado mucho en la carrera. Hay que decir que esto es una prueba de resistencia y estas cosas pasan también, igual que por ejemplo Paquetes Drivers nos contaban lo importante que era en el pit stop no perder ni un segundo. Esto demuestra que esas pérdidas de segundo por arriba, por abajo, o en este caso un poco más de segundos, minutos, penalizan enormemente al equipo, dejándolos un poquito más atrás en esa clasificación final. Pero igualmente lo están disfrutando, se lo están pasando bien, están marcando la diferencia que hubo con el año 2023, que fue la lluvia, algo que obviamente es raro aquí en Campillos, pero que puede ocurrir también. Eso sí, este año estamos teniendo suerte, tenemos este solazo que hace aquí, un día prácticamente de verano, y se nota en el ambiente que está todo el mundo disfrutando, relajados, bebiendo sus cositas, comiendo jamón, o sea que nos está acompañando el tiempo y ellos, igual que todos, lo están disfrutando.
So yeah, I mean, again, lots of smiles. The Swiss, Ames Racing. Let's sidle in and see Ares Racing. There's only one team here, so hola, come this way.
Justo hablaba antes con uno de los compañeros que dijimos ayer que íbamos a venir a hacerle la entrevista y se ha marchado, ¿verdad?
Se ha marchado, está ya terminado su sestín, ya no tiene más carrera por hoy y tiene que ya tiene que descansar, ponerse fresco y ya está, hace mucha calor.
Bueno, cada uno aquí vive su estrategia, va marcando sus pits, sus stints, las vueltas que van a dar. Y en este caso, ¿cómo lo habéis marcado vosotros?
Pues bueno, nosotros la verdad que hemos repartido los tiempos a partes iguales, sobre todo intentando alargar los stints con kart buenos. Pero bueno, nosotros ya somos equipo viejo, equipo de hace muchos años. No viejo en el sentido de que nosotros llevamos viniendo desde la primera edición, allá por 2018. Y bueno, tenemos experiencia, nos falta pues...
Veteranos en el circuito.
Exacto. Entonces ya tenemos un poco de... Ya venimos de vuelta, como aquel que dice. Exacto. Pero bueno.
So earlier in the race, Ares Racing, they made more pit stops than anybody else in the first 6 or 7 hours. And at one point, they had dropped to 40th position overall. Now, that tactic of going off sequence early, getting a lot of pit stops out of the way early, means that the second half of the race, they've been climbing up the order, currently running 19th and 3rd in the Masters class. So that decision to pit early...
Yeah, this is because I know for the experience in the first part of the race,
yes,
the time is very high.
Yeah, the track is slower when you go anti-clockwise.
Yeah, then we prefer the long stint for the second part of the race.
Now, when everyone else is tired, when drivers might not have the same concentration, that's where driver fitness comes in. So you're banking on your drivers, you guys being mentally sharp and ready the second half, and hoping that other drivers, other teams are making more pit stops, more mistakes, and then, you just sort of cruise through. How hard is it?
Yeah, for example, we have a pilot that anti-close track is impossible. No good.
Because he is tall? Because he is heavy?
No, because it's no have feeling with this track.
Okay.
Then no race in the first part.
Yes.
And race a lot of stint in the second part.
This is what we're seeing a lot of drivers. Some drivers just like going anti-clockwise. Others are just better at going clockwise.
Yeah.
But it's working out. Do you think you can stay on the Masters podium?
No, because because we start on Master, but at the last hour the pilots don't came. And we find a young pilot.
Oh, okay. So
the young pilot have 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 years. I don't know.
Right. So you're missing a driver.
No. We don't have now in Master.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're not in Masters anymore. So the numbers is wrong. So,
yeah.
But still, so a top 20 overall.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Good luck.
I think that I can finish 18, 17.
There we go.
En el top 20 van a quedar nuestros chicos de Ares Racing. Nos estaban explicando que habían perdido a última hora uno de los pilotos, ¿no?
Correcto.
Y han tenido que incorporar a un joven a sus filas, un joven de 15 años, que ha hecho bajar esa media de edad que deben cumplir, ¿no? Porque la media de edad es mínimo de 40 años y mínimo de 30 años todos los pilotos. Entonces, pues bueno, no pasa nada porque siguen dando aquí caña. Son ya, como dicen, pues veteranos en estas pistas y han sabido cambiar la estrategia para permanecer en ese top 20.
Exacto, correcto. Y además nos encanta el ambiente que hay aquí, cada vez el circuito lo hace mejor, la organización es mejor y la verdad que es una gozada venir a estas carreras.
Pues magníficas palabras viniendo de todos unos veteranos. Esperamos verlos de nuevo el año que viene aquí y vamos a seguir porque quedan unas 2 horitas, 2 horas para terminar esta carrera. Vamos a continuar, nosotros vamos a cerrar en breve el directo. Muchísimas gracias por estar con nosotros y bueno, le mandamos un saludo a Juan Antonio que está en casa ya, que se ha ido a descansar. Creo que era Juan Antonio, ¿verdad? Manuel se ha ido a casa a descansar, no pasa nada, ya lo pillaremos por banda de nuevo para hacerle una entrevista y vamos a continuar. Henry.
Now, you're not missing anything out on circuit. We will be covering the entire last hour of the race from the commentary box. So this is our last sort of run through the pit area to see the teams, and you can see everyone, the flags are starting to come down.
Be careful, because we are near to the Pic Ventolera.
We're not allowed, we're contractually obliged not to interview
Estamos pasando por una zona muy
anymore.
peligrosa ahora, que es la zona de Pic Ventolera. No estamos viendo a su mascota. No vemos a la mascota porque creo que se la están comiendo los alemanes que tienen por allí la pata de jamón.
I know, the German team have got
Aquí ha vuelto la mascota.
There we are. That's as close as we get to, he's back. Porky is back. You're still going to be a bacon sandwich by the end of this if I've got anything to do with it, sunshine. There we go.
Al final le vamos a coger cariño y voy a mirar mal cuando vaya a comerme ese bocadillo de jamón. Mejor dejamos aquí a Pic Ventolera hacer sus cosas y nosotros vamos a seguir.
I had my eyes on both his hands there and they were not doing anything they shouldn't have been. You can see the atmosphere. Things are starting to wind down now. You know, we've got 45 teams here, 2 classes, so 43 teams are going to lose. Only 2 can win. But as you're looking at, at these, all you see is smiling faces. You're not missing anything on track. Paquetes drivers still lead the MRK Lions team by 4 laps. Mold Racing, 5 laps down in 3rd place. And then in 4th place, it's the Danish team, although they're in the pits now. So Denmark, the Icing Racing Pro team, their team number 13, they're currently in the pits and they will drop from 4th to 5th, and the Asphalt Knights will move back into P4. So, like Joao from Asphalt Knights said, it's going to be a 3-team battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th between Team 2, Portugal's Asphalt Knights, Team 18 from Belgium, the MRK Lions, who are just up
In the
there,
other side, yes.
the other side, and Team 10 Mould Racing. So lots to play for.
Pues sí, nos explicaba aquí Henry que esto ya está muy cerca de la final, quedan 2 horas, pero está ya casi ahí todo listo. Sabemos que Paquetes Drive es muy difícil que se bajen de esa cabeza en la clasificación, pero tenemos ahí los puestos 2, 3, 4, 5 que se están moviendo. Los chicos de Asphalt, bueno, ahora mismo está MRK Lions, los belgas. En tercera posición están los Mold Racing, los moldavos. Pero tenemos tanto a Exim, el equipo danés, como a Asphalt Night ahí muy cerca. No sabemos cómo va a finalizar esto todavía.
So, I mean, there goes Mr. Ruvel from MTF Racing in a very, very bright pink race suit. That's actually quite good because, you know, you want to have a bright race suit or a bright crash helmet so that your team can easily find you on the circuit.
Sí, decía Henry que vemos a algunos de nuestros pilotos llevar unos trajes muy bonitos, muy llamativos, con colores que se pueden ver desde lejos, lo que hace que la carrera sea más especial porque en cualquier sitio puedes localizar rápidamente a tu conductor. Así que es algo maravilloso.
So, here we go. That's what it's all about. KartCenter Campillos. You have put on one heck of a show, and as we have been discovering before we go off air, Paquetes drivers are leading. We're on course to win again, but as the big arch says, everybody is welcome here at Campillos for this fantastic event.
Estáis todos bienvenidos, sois todos bienvenidos en Karting Campillos, ya no solamente para correr esa 30 horas endurance, sino también para venir en cualquier momento aquí a disfrutar de este circuito y de los karts. Y vivir la experiencia, aunque sea un poquito más corta y breve, que están viviendo estos chicos en el circuito. Así que no lo olvidéis, Karting Campillos, podéis meteros en la página web, en el Instagram, y tenéis toda la información tanto de la Endurance Race como de cualquier día que podáis venir a alquilar sus karts.